Okay, when you are ready, please join me back in any meditation spot of your choice. And perhaps back isn't the right word. Maybe you're staying right where you were to start. This is my little clock for today, so just pardon my phone so I know what time we are. And when you get to a spot that feels really nice, there's a couple of different options for how we can sit. Of course, you could lie if you have a space to comfortably lie and you're sure that you won't fall asleep. That's a great option as well. I always prefer seated on the floor, but when I was first practicing these longer meditations that we do together, I was experiencing some back pain. That's normal until you've built up the muscles that will support your spine as you meditate. So in the beginning, especially, be kind to yourself. You can prop yourself against a wall. If you're using your chair, I encourage you to take the low part of your back and scoot all the way back so you feel really supported by the back of that chair. For those of us who are out of a chair, we can be cross-legged. There's really no rules, my friends. You can cross ankles over knees, sit with your feet bound together on the blade edges, anything that feels cozy. But if you're not on the floor, I do have a request. Could you, if you're sitting in your desk chair, take your shoes, maybe even your socks off, and try to get your feet on the floor? That's how we'll establish a really nice sense of grounding. When you've gotten your body comfy, let's move a little bit. We'll just take a casual lean, distributing our weight to one side and then the other. Moving a little side to side. And then if it feels okay as you move side to side, let's move a bit to the forward and then to the back. Taking a slow torso circle. When we move like this, we're trying to slow way down so that it feels pretty cozy, pretty soft and gentle, very round and smooth. If you've done a big circle like me, let's swap our directions. Get a little soft in your neck so it may move side to side as you practice torso rotation. When you come back into the center, let's see if we can find this really beautiful soft spot. Feels like we don't even have an upper body. It's so lightly balanced here. Equally balancing our body weight left to right. Take a moment to get comfy, and then we'll bring the backs of our hands together right in front of our hearts. Bringing the backs of our hands together. Our fingers will face down. And as we press the backs of our hands together, we get a beautiful opening on the top of our wrist. We'll just take a little dangle here, a little tick-tock forward and back, loosening up into your wrist. Then roll your fingers towards your body, to the sky, away from you, and you'll notice the hands will clap together. Bring them back to where you started, thumbs together, backs of hands, and we'll keep this rotation inwards, moving through your wrists, coming out of our typing or our driving or our holding of things that we always seem to be doing, just relaxing into this joint. Can you swap? Bring your fingertips to start forward, roll into that little clap, outer edge, back to where we started. Take a few like this. Always nice to feel a little movement, and that way we can settle more deeply. So when your wrists feel okay, maybe give them a little shake out and then let them fall somewhere heavily. When we find our palms, if we feel that we need a sense of grounding, we're feeling a little overstimulated and we need to let go and settle, we'll place our palms down somewhere. They can also be resting on our heart or belly, or even down by our sides. If the opposite is true and you're a bit sluggish this morning, we'll bring our palms up to try to breathe some really good energy into our bodies. You could also cup your palms right about navel center and rest your shoulders down heavily. Before we settle, let's take a big look over our right shoulders. From here, drop your chin down and then re-lift eyes just a bit, little movements in your neck. Chin down, eyes rise. Right back to over the right shoulder and come back to the center. Have a little smile on your face, release some tension. Soften that smile back down. Eyes look left. Chin may like to tuck down, then we'll give it a nice lift. Chin tucks. Little lift. Eyes back over your left shoulder. Come back to the center with me and let's try to find that sense of lightness in our necks now. Really softly floating here. I encourage you to check in with closing down your eyes. How does that feel in your body? You are safe here with me in this practice. If you're in a safe space, really nice way to shut down all the stimulation that we're constantly bombarded with. If you just don't love that, it's okay. Take your eye gaze down to something that's not moving, something that's pretty neutral and plain. And then you might like to slowly make your eyes into little slits. You can still see, but as you look through your eyelashes, things have become a bit blurry and unfocused. And we'll find our breath, my friends, without forcing or changing anything at all. We're here just to check in. Any breath that you can find is perfect. Being the casual observer of our breath, becoming present in our bodies and our breath. Now, the breath practice we're practicing today, I like to refer to it as a double sip. Think of like how you'd sip through a straw. You could also call it double intake breath. But as things start to pick up and get a little hectic around our holiday seasons, it's extra nice to have this tool. Sometimes I'll just stay in my car for an extra minute, and all you need is like 3 of these breaths. You can practice as many as you want, but a few of them is completely mood altering. So this type of a breath has been scientifically proven to reduce your heart rate, calm down your blood pressure. It helps us tap into our parasympathetic nervous system, which is extra nice for meditation, resting and digesting. Helps us clear our minds, helps us respond as we wish we would in situations rather than reacting quickly. For this breath, we'll take an inhalation and it'll be nice and slow. Then at the top, we feel we're pretty full. We're going to try an extra sip. But I want to demo for you how not to do it because it's not calming if we do it the wrong way. So sometimes people do it fast and noisy and it sounds like this. And then they go and exhale. We don't want to do it like that. Let's try our breath really softly. So I'm going to do one, but you might not even hear it, which is good. I'm going to breathe in through my nose. Little pause at the top. And then can you try an extra sip? You can release anyway, out through your mouth or out through your nose again. Okay, let's try it together. Double intake breath. Try to soften yourself here. Your shoulders are relaxed. You might even have a little tuck of your chin backwards, like you're making a double chin, so that we feel very long and upright in our spines. Gentle breath in. There's no set pace for this breath. At the top, we'll have an extra opportunity to sip a little extra in softly. Extra slow release. Trying that double intake breath again, breathing slowly. Is there a little extra you can sip in at the top? Any release. Now, while you're breathing in again, are you able to soften the set of your jaw? Extra sip, can you soften around your eyes? Full release, can you soften your brows, your forehead, and your cheeks? Try that double intake breath again. When I practice this by myself, exhale fully. I love to feel movable. Your body may be swaying as you breathe. It may not be noticeable, but you can certainly feel it. Continue with your practice. You may be feeling a sense of inflation, widening, finding spaciousness as you inhale, and a sense of contraction, release, and sinking as you exhale. Let's try 2 more rounds of this so you really feel confident. A smooth inhale. Soften your face a little extra at the top. Releasing as slowly as you can, not forcing, just allowing your breath to slip out casually. One more, my friends. Big, beautiful breath in. Extra breath at the tip top. Fill up the best you can. And a release. So I'm not sure how you feel if it's your first time practicing that double intake breath. Maybe it's a little challenging, but hopefully with practice, you will literally feel like you're floating in space after that breath. When I get cranky or frustrated, I'll try those breaths. Just step away for a moment, try 3 or as many as you need. I really hope you find it as calming as I do. Now, our breath at this point, you're welcome to continue double intake breath, but we can also just naturally breathe. Our goal is to just be aware of how our breath is moving in any given moment. I like to think of us every single time we practice as beginners, because we've never been in this second of our lives before, breathing together and meditating as one. Coming with that beginner's mindset has us feeling really kind and compassionate with what we encounter. When our body draws us away, it starts to think, and all these to-dos come into our mind. Our beginner mind just gently, casually guides it back to our body and our breath. You can feel free to repeat after me on this section, or you can just internalize. I'll say each sentence twice in case you want to repeat it with me. I am at peace with this moment. I am at peace with this moment. I accept this moment of my life. I accept this moment of my life. I can rest my desire for perfection in this present moment. I can and I will rest my desire for perfection in this present moment. In this moment, there are no regrets. In this moment, there are no regrets. Grievance and doubts are not present. Grievance and doubts are not present. All is as it should be. All is as it should be. You are meant to be here in this present moment. So let's say that one more time. All is as it should be. And I am exactly where I am meant to be. I am exactly where I am meant to be. Well done, my friends. I love those affirmations to remind us how important this work is, our practice of meditation, and how much you deserve it. The universe is sending you these messages today. Hopefully you're feeling them in your heart. Make yourself available to receive them deeply within your body, your mind, your soul, your heart. Remember that you are supported, you are loved, you are protected, and you are aligned with good energy. And whenever you're not feeling that way, know that our breath practice, our practice of slowing down and coming within will bring us these things: support, love, protection, alignment with good energy. Especially on Wednesday mornings, we are here for one another. We are shoulder to shoulder, doing the work, putting in the work of bringing presence and acceptance into our lives. Now, if you came to practice with a specific intention or a goal, a reason or purpose, please offer that up to the universe as well. And maybe those of us who needed a little extra energy and we have our palms sitting up will kind of feel those good vibes. We'll bring in your intentions as well. Now, I like to say we offer it up to the universe because that's what I believe is the higher power. But for you, maybe you believe it's spirit or you think it's God. Whatever you're offering up, your intention, your reason or your purpose for your practice is perfect. It's yours. You take what you need. Let's have confidence and faith that by becoming still and focusing on ourselves, our health and well-being by using breath and intentions, that it will all be sorted out. When we sit with our emotions, whether we perceive what we're feeling and experiencing to be quote unquote good or quote unquote bad, things do tend to come and go. And it's this act of sitting with what is that is so powerful because we understand it. It may take time, but we allow it to come and go. We accept whatever's arising to be, and we might be able to get to the core of something. So today, let's promise ourselves, in case you didn't have an intention, I'll offer you one. We'll promise ourselves that we're going to make space for whatever arises as we're still and breathing. Sometimes so-called or perceived negative emotions can arise when we become still. I think most of us have experienced in our lives the running from feelings, right? We stuff them down, we smother them, we don't talk about them, we try not to let them out because we're too busy for that. We don't have time for that. And then we implode, or maybe we explode. So sitting with the emotions is extremely powerful. If something like the sting of hurt and pain arises, there's concern about something, there's guilt, there's shame, there's worry, there's sadness. Know that we have all been there and we're humans, and no matter how great we feel or how much we practice, it will arise again. So while you may begin to experience these profound feelings, let's give ourselves space to explore them. Most importantly, bring about a sense of tenderness and humility when they arise. In this feeling or emotion of vulnerability lies our strength, our patience, and our resilience. Let's sit and allow whatever is today to be. Continue focusing on your body and your breath, any breath that you're practicing. Let's bring in with breath everything that is good and true and life-giving into our practice today. If nothing else, we can definitely have a spirit of gratitude for another precious day on this fabulous earth. And we're curiously, remember, we're all beginners in this moment. We're curiously observing the state of our body and mind, how it changes, how things come and go. Remember that everything that was up until this moment today will still be there for us. So when the pull of your to-dos come in again, just as quickly release. Sometimes it's nice to think of everything that's led us up into this moment, because without all of those experiences, we wouldn't be who we are today. Taking a moment to fill up with gratitude for all of it. All of the people who have loved us. And all those who we've experienced disharmony with. Every encounter, every interaction, every relationship has helped us become the perfectly imperfect human that we are today, sitting or lying here in this beautiful moment together of relaxation, acceptance, and gratitude. Now, especially as we progress through a long meditation like we're sitting in today, we are going to have moments of discomfort or impatience, feelings of restlessness. Just notice that. Shift if you need to. There's no harm in getting comfy again. That will help you sit a little longer. Give yourself permission to just unwind, soften, back into your comfortable support, and be just as you are right now, perfectly imperfect. Feeling our exhalations deepening our body down, maybe softening somewhere that we're always hanging on. The two spots I notice the most is in my jaw and my stomach. Do you ever notice too that when you're moving through life, you start to grip? We're hoping to lessen that grip. We're hoping to release it fully. That would be amazing. Find this beautiful sense of softness with which to breathe into. Let's try today, my friends, to live from a state of being, from the state of who we really are at our core. Maybe we dug in deeply, we were able to find something about ourselves. What is seeking to emerge as you breathe deeply within your body, as you sit in stillness? If we're emerging, maybe we can breathe in and let that blossom open. What is seeking to be released? Maybe as we're breathing out, we can let a little bit of that slip away. Pay attention to what your soul is saying. And listen, sometimes we sit in these meditations and I'll say something like that. Pay attention to what your soul is saying. And you're thinking, I don't hear a thing. Well, that's fine too. Just sit with what is. We're not going to achieve enlightenment or have epiphanies in every single relaxation and meditation we do. Most important part is that we've slowed everything down and we've tuned inwards. What would you like to create or bring forth? Can you breathe that into existence? Can you manifest that? What would you like to do, to be, to experience? What would you like to express? Breathe it in. What are your longings? Breathe and bring those to fruition. Now, is it possible to momentarily let go even more? Let go of the control in your life. On each of our subsequent exhalations, let's see if we can release, just for a moment, release your desire to strive. Release your need to achieve something new, to be the most successful version of yourself, and just be. Just be. It's okay. We're here together. And you are perfect just as you are. Release the eagerness to get out of here and go. Settle into the current rhythm of the universe. Feel your body moving in reaction to your breath. Can we consider letting go of any expectations? Maybe it's just the expectation of what you'll achieve in your meditation today. Let go of the plans, the ideal timelines, and find acceptance within yourself, acceptance for yourself and your life exactly as it is right now. Even if it's feeling messy and crazy, acceptance for everything that is. As we work on these possibilities, notice feelings of resistance. Are you struggling with this? It's really hard, right? The planner in me is like, I am not letting go of all my plans and my timelines. But just for these few minutes, we can. It might be a struggle. You might feel the bubble of anxiety and resistance coming to the surface. That's okay. We want to notice all of that as we practice. And while you're thinking about achieving release and you're noticing what emotions arise, most importantly, you were being with what was. Nothing about your experience, your practice, ever needs to change. Being at peace with how things are in this moment. Embracing the present moment. And let's remain in this movable breath, or perhaps a sense of stillness, if that's what you prefer. This peacefulness. this patience and acceptance for what is. My friends, when we're able to be proud of our progress and our practice, we'll find a deep sense of alignment with ourselves. We'll find more presence in everything that we do, a flow of grace and ease. Let's inhale together a sense of calm into our bodies, slowing down our minds. Try that little soft extra sip at the top, turning inwards and connecting deeply as you exhale, plugging back into your spirit, literally plugging down deeper into your supports, allowing the beauty of being idle to replenish our souls. Inhaling again this sense of calm, relaxed, and focused presence. Physically allowing the muscles of your scalp to soften, tension draining away from your face, eyes settling gently and deeply into your socket. Our practice of mindfulness meditation together teaches us to relax into ourselves, to trust ourselves in this practice. As we close our formal practice together, notice how deeply you've settled into the moment just as it is, and be so proud of that. No matter what's going on around us or inside of us, we're able to stay calmly aware of it, centered and present. Experiencing deeper wisdom, learning to actively resist any sense of going and doing, and settle into supported relaxation. Breathing deeply again. Take this moment to reawaken. Fingers might move around if they haven't been. Eyes may look side to side. Neck may move. Shoulders may begin to wiggle. Take as much time as you need to slowly reawaken. You'll finally blink your eyes open into a soft and steady gaze. And I like to finish with palms at heart center. I tuck my chin down towards thumbs and try to move thumbs up to find heartbeat in this beautiful bow, this gesture of gratitude for your practice today. My friends, I hope you enjoy your newfound breath practice and a sense of ease for the rest of your day. My light honors yours. Namaste.